Ooh, welcome back to Jesus Juice, where God is the creator and I am the vessel. So as I'm driving, handling my errands and stuff, I hear God saying, what are you doing with your in-between time? And I was like, in-between time? I mean, God, right now I'm just running errands. I didn't think nothing more of it. And he said, in between time, in between your like him being crucified and the resurrection. And I'm like, well, God, what am I supposed to do in between time? In between my hurt and in between my hope. So in between hurt and hope, what are you doing? Are you feeling doubtful? Are you allowing depression to consume you? What are you doing with your in-between time? Because in your in-between time, you're supposed to be preparing. In your in-between time, you're supposed to be getting everything in order. In your in-between time, it's not the time to fall short and belittle yourself. It's the time to build. So what are you doing with your in-between time? Get going. Because in-between time makes it worth it to the finish line. When you're running a race, the hardest part is in the middle. The beginning, you got it. You got it because you're hyped up. You got the energy. You know what you got to do. But once you get to that middle part, you start to get tired. You start to get drowsy. You're thirsty. It's hot out here. And then when you make it to the finish line, you forget about all the hurt you experienced in the middle. So God is asking you, what are you doing with your in-between time? Make it count. Make everything count. Because in these days, everything is critical. These moments are critical. It's just not everyday situations or basic decisions. This is what God is calling you to do. This is your purpose. This is your preparation for your greater moment. This is everything he placed inside of you needing to be birthed. So make sure you're using your in-between time. Make sure you're using it. Make sure you're pushing that hurt, pushing through that pain, because you know when you get to your resurrection power, it'll be all worth it in the end. Don't waste your in-between time. I want somebody to define love for me, because I know my definition, right? The best love and the greatest love I know is the love that Jesus Christ has given me. Who you know would die for you, literally lay down your life for you, no hesitation. Then ask them to forgive the people that did this to me. What love do you know like that? Who would honor you like that and choose life for you like that? Who does that? Jesus Christ is the greatest love story I've ever heard. To know that he would do these things, and he left you an advocate to even guide you when his presence is no longer here. He left somebody for you. Not for his sake, but for his will. That God brought him here just for his purpose, to die for your sins. We can barely get people to loan us $20. Value the love that God has for you. Take nothing for granted. Don't harm yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Don't allow depression and anxiety to consume you. Because the love that God left in you, it's worth it. One more thing. God says stop being the great value person of yourself. The great value brand. Stop letting your vision and provision that God gave you, you're taking a piece of it. Or we're tiptoeing in it. God, I have faith in you, but only to a certain extent. God, the vision you gave me is large. I've never seen anybody else do that. The creation that you're placing inside of me, the business that you put inside of me is huge. And we only take a piece of it. A portion of it. When we don't want the great value, we don't want the fruitiest loops, we want Fruit Loops. So if he gave you a vision and he's giving you provision through something that you're walking through, don't take the great value brand. Don't be the great value brand of yourself. Be the best version of yourself, the one that everybody chooses, because God's name is on you. And you know that if you go down the aisle, great value is the same thing. It is. It tastes the same. But our preference is the one with the name on it. Our preference is the one that we known growing up. Our preference is the one that our children choose because it has some type of character on it. It's the same thing with you. God's name is on you. His grace is on you. His mercy is on you. His wisdom reigns upon you. So don't be great value version. Choose the value that he gave you. Be the version of yourself that he's giving you. Don't belittle yourself. Don't tiptoe in that vision. Don't you tiptoe in that vision he gave you. You fully submerge yourself in that thing and believe in it and walk through it, because he has given you a vision for you to fulfill his promises. Don't be great value. Now, granted, great value is okay, but not in this situation. Don't be the great value of yourself. Go into that vision wholeheartedly, fully believing and knowing that God got you. If he didn't have you, or if he didn't believe in you, he wouldn't have given it to you. Be the best version of yourself. Don't be the great value version. I'm trying to be the full version of whatever God give me. I'm trying to be fully submerged, because that tiptoeing only going to take you so far.